All right, this is just a quick demo and explanation of the ESTLCAM script that I wrote that will allow you to center, do a Z probe um, on the center of a section of a cut. So this works well if the board you're cutting on is not all that flat, and so you kind of want to do these local Z probes. But I wanted to base it on um, tool changes, but without really changing the tool. So in this case, I've got an example here where uh, you can see I've got 4 different cuts, but notice the tool that it's going to use is different on each one of these. And so that's going to trigger the tool change G code. And then with some customizations that I'll show you here in a second, what happens is when we export this to uh, the CNC file, so here I'm going to export it to this testing file. You'll notice here that the tool path goes to the edges, which you would kind of expect on the cuts. And so it goes to the cut and then performs the cut. So what we're going to do is we're going to modify that file. The way that we run that script is it's the center Z probe on tool changes. And what it's going to do is it's going to look for certain flags in the G code. So this is the file we just made. And here's the starting G code that is referenced in this README I've got for the script. So here's the same G code. You're gonna have to tweak this, obviously, based on the thickness of your G probe plate, if you have one, or how far down you want to probe safely and that kind of thing. But you copy that and you paste it into ESTLCAM under the C program. So this is the startup code that we were just looking at, and then we have some different code for the tool change. This line is super important. The code actually triggers on that to define the different tools, and therefore the different analyses of the X and Y center points. I've got a couple of really basic comments in here. This really isn't too fancy of G code. So then that gets put into the resulting G code file. And you'll notice here that this is the first one. So at tool changes, it puts in this generic G0, X pound 100, Y pound 101. And the code then is going to analyze that. Yeah, there's one up here for the starting G code. So what the code does is it looks at all of the moves in a tool. So because it's a really basic shape here that we're cutting out, the G code's not too much. So it looks at all these moves, and then it's going to calculate the center point of these X and Y values and replace these values in the move command before the pause and then the Z probe. And it's going to do the same thing. It's going to grab all of these values, get their center point, and then update these 2 values up here. So to see that happen, we can run Node. So this uses something called NodeJS. Just Google NodeJS, do a quick install. It's fairly painless, and that allows you to run this this JavaScript file here. So we'll just type node space center, and I'll hit tab and finish that line, and then the name of the file. And in this case, it's the ESTLCAM testing, but we want the NC file. So I'm going to hit tab to that one more time and cycle through the files there. So this is the NC file that we want to run. And if I hit enter to that, after a couple of seconds, some things happen. One is we get this tool segment CSV file. And so this is kind of pretty printed in this file, but it's essentially the different tools. So you want to make sure that you've got 4 lines for this ESTLCAM testing file, and it's got the min and max X and Y values, their center point, and these are the values that actually get put into the resulting NC file or G code file. and then just number of moves. That was just for my own knowledge. So then what it'll do is, so we put this testing.nc file in and we get a testing modified nc. So if we look at this file, now you can see instead of those pound 100, pound 101, it actually has the center point values there. Same thing, come down to here. So these are the center points of these files. If we looked at the actual NC code, so here's the testing NC. If we open this in ESTLCAM, we can see that the line, the path moves of the tool just go to the boundary edges of the different shapes. But if we look at the modified one, you can now see that we have a center point move for each one of these. And so that will move, it'll do the probe and then continue on with the cut. So hopefully you have an easy way to resume your cuts, because these will do pauses at different times. It'll pause, wait for you to get your probe all set up, and then you can hit resume. And then when it's done Z probing, it'll pause again, wait for you to get everything cleaned up from your probe, and then hit resume again. So it worked really well. I've got some pictures of the some of the cuts that I made on the other board. So yeah, let me know in the comments here if you have any questions or issues, but I'll be posting this stuff to the forum.